with the comments up. Let's make sure we are live. Yes, we are live. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. I'm your host, Tisha Yofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. How's everyone feeling today? How was yesterday? Some of you guys celebrate, some of you guys don't. I put a cute little message on my, I think, Snapchat or Instagram story, something to that effect. This energy, some people may not be able to take this energy that's been playing out right now. Remember, we are in a retrograde season, okay? So we have to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and also, checking on our friends and things of that nature, because this energy can be so much. Some people don't want to be bothered during this time. I totally get that as well, so just take it easy during this time, I would say, would be my best advice. And I hope you gain comfort whenever you do watch my videos. I'm only here to give, just to make sure I spread love to you guys and make sure you guys are aware of the energy that's being presented to you. And also when it's a little bit more personal on where possibly you can feel it affected even more so when I talk about houses or rising signs. But for the most part, as a collective, I just want you guys to be kind of on the up and up and be aware. That way you know how to alchemize the energy, or when it's time to transmute some energy, or what to focus on, what not to focus on, things of that nature. That way we can all kind of master our own energy and know how to navigate through these, excuse me, that way we know how to navigate through everything that's being presented, okay? So for today, so right now this is intro and astrology. If you guys are new, I always do timestamps in the videos. That way you guys can always skip through. Now, you'll always see it if you click the drop down on the video where it has the description, and typically it'll show you little boxes depending on if you're on mobile or not, or it just show you the numbers. If you're watching on TV, you click the little fast forward button one time, and then it'll show you the little boxes that you want to skip through if you're on TV. Because I know some of you guys always screenshot when you're watching me on your TV, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. So that's how you can do it there as well. So they're not going to be in the comments unless one of you guys put it in the comments, but I always put them in the description box, so you guys can always click down and click after the live video. I'll be doing that. So what we're talking about today, that way you're well aware. First of all, you guys can always find me at Vixen After Dark. You can look at my services there. I'm also an author. I've got a merch store, all of that, metaphysical shop, everything is there in my social handles as well. Also, I wanted to let you guys know I am on an app called Spill now. We've added another one, and I'm actually active on that one. And as you may know, if you're a content creator, you want to make sure that you get your actual name. There's always a reasoning behind it. You know what I'm saying? You always want to get your handle, that way all across the board when you are marketing, it's just good to grab your name really quick whenever something launches. So that's why I do that. You know what I'm saying? There's always a method to the madness behind it. People think, app hopping and all that. That's why I want to put my little stamp on that and let you know this is why I do those things. So anyways, it's just for marketing purposes. But it's fun over there. So find me on Spill at Vixen Elite. I haven't been on Twitter as much because that's kind of similar, if you guys are wondering what that is. So anywho, what I'm going to talk about for today is we're going to talk about the moon being in Aquarius right now. I was going to talk about moon in Pisces, but I'm going to go live tomorrow anyways, because I have nothing planned to go outside to do for the most part. So I'm going to be indoors working. I'm going to be going live at a decent time tomorrow. So I'll discuss that you know, when it comes. But we're still moon in Aquarius, so I'll talk about that energy. And also, we get to know, if you have a moon in Aquarius, we get to know you a little bit better. And then I'll talk about, of course, the collective energy, positive and negative, what we're all going to be facing possibly, or what's going to be shown to us, or what has been, because the moon has been in Aquarius since yesterday. Also some aspects that are playing out right now, and how, you know, give you some solutions based off of the aspects that are playing out. We do have some rare ones, and I'm going to talk about, if you guys haven't seen my community board, I posted one about the North Node squaring with Pluto. That's a rare aspect that plays out. Also, I think I posted, I try to get, you know, I try and post them where I think y'all gonna see them. So I'm also going to talk about the houses as well, you guys, houses 1 through 12. So hopefully you've downloaded your natal chart. You can go to, it's all free. You can always download it, you know, on Astro Cafe Astrology. There's also AstroSeek, Astro.com. There's so many different ones, and they're free. You don't have to pay. So hopefully you've printed already your natal chart already, and you know where the moon is in right now on a particular house for you. So that's where the energy will be most prominent. You'll either be feeling that energy, it's going to come towards you, or you're going to be dishing that out. And then I'm going to do an element spread. Elements as far as fire, water, air, earth. So whatever you are, you can pertain it to however you want to. And then I'll pull out the wheel, and I'll do a 1-card pull for each sign. And what else? Oh yeah, a collective energy update, right? Let me add that in the mix, because I don't want to, I got my notes here. I'll do that first, because I always like to do the collective energy first. Okay. And I welcome in comments. If you guys are live with me, you know, keep me company. I love that. It makes me feel like I'm just not talking to myself. You know, but I know a lot of people just like to watch, or you're at work, or you're doing something, and that's totally fine. And also too, even after the live video, I like to hear your comments, what resonated, what didn't. I'm open to constructive criticism as well, or just maybe questions you have, or maybe ideas of what you want to see on the channel too. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and pull up the chats. I'm starting to have these little sayings that I do now. I'm peeping that. It's so funny. It just comes naturally. So let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. So you guys know moon in Aquarius energy. Aquarius, the ruler is Saturn, by the way, co-ruler Uranus, and then it's a masculine air energy at that, okay? It's also known, it's a fixed sign too, so it's also known as the water barrier, just so that we're aware. Let me pull this over. All right. So, and it also rules the 11th house, you guys, okay? So we all know 11th house is all about our hopes, wishes, dreams, aspirations, pleasures, associations, you know, where we're trying to fulfill, like fulfillment energy per se. It's like where you turn your visions into a reality, which is the 11th house. Friendships, all that stuff, right? So we have 4 planets that are in retrograde right now, including our lunar node, which is our north node, which is also in retrograde, but it's going to go out. It's going to move into Aries pretty soon. So I would say, as a headline for moon in Aquarius energy that we've been facing, would be the art of detachment. Okay? The art of detachment for today would be our headline. You guys know I like to do a little headline so that you can kind of see where the energy is going to go already, based off of the headline that I just provided you. Let me pull up the moon calendar. Sorry guys, I should have had this ready. Okay, so today is the 5th, well, depending on when you're watching this video, so you're aware. So the moon went into Aquarius yesterday, as I said earlier, and then it's going to be today, and then probably, like, maybe depending on where you're at, it's going to be really late at night, or it's going to be in the morning, where it's going to go into Pisces all the way up until Saturday. Okay? And today is Wednesday, which is a Mercury day, so it's all about communication. And I'm going to do a July video for you guys too, because July, this month, Mercury is like putting a stamp. It's moving and it's doing a lot. And Mercury is the planet that rules communication and our thoughts, right? So if that's going to be prominent this month, I would say focus on Mercury aspects, okay? So let's get started. For the most part, you guys, let's get to learn moon I was going to say moon in Mercury. Moon in Aquarius energy. These are some really unique, authentic, eccentric people, I would like to call them. You know, they're like mad independent. They got a really good vibe going on as far as that goes. They're always doing their own thing. You know, they're not afraid to really stand out and be different. You know, these were the people that probably look like they're called weirdos, or why are you doing that? You know, because it's not of the social norm. So, you know, they're Aquarius moon people. They're all about remember, it's an air sign, so it's all about the intellectual game with the Aquarius moon energy. It's like they have a strong desire for knowledge as well. And so they really love to kind of analyze. They really love to understand the world that's playing out around them. Okay, so you know, that's why they're always trying to seek knowledge and truth. I heard Jax is outside. Hi, Mimi. He's looking at me like, come around. Sorry. Cat mom. So yeah, like I said, they're always seeking knowledge and truth. So I would say like Aquarius moons are kind of like the cool nerds, and I'm nerdy too. My Venus is in Aquarius, so that's someone that can intellectually stimulate my mind first. But don't get it twisted, okay? They have like this rebellious streak, hence why Uranus is the co-ruler, because Uranus is the unexpected, right? Makes sense. So, you know, they're always questioning the status quo. They're always challenging rules and regulations and things of that nature. Like, why do I have to do that? Why can't I do it like this? You know? So that's why they're very, very analytical and super inquisitive. They're always asking questions, you know, like, why follow the crowd, you know, when you can just really create your own lane. So I like this energy that we're in right now for me. And let me tell you, you know, they're not the type to really get caught up in emotional drama. If we're talking about the emotions as a collective, which I'll discuss in a second, you can see why many people may look detached and don't want to have deep felt, heartfelt conversations right now, because the moon is in Aquarius right now. Everyone should be focusing on or learning something or studying something, or, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of low key, like in that mindset, or questioning what the hell is playing out right now in the world. You might see a lot of social media posts that, you know, the main topic is like diving deep into, like, I don't know, the submarine and all this other stuff, right? So when emotionally speaking, if you notice how Aquarius moons, they can be very detached with their emotions, so they may come across as being like they may come across as being kind of aloof, not really paying attention in a sense, or they just seem like very distant at times, but that's just how they roll. Trust me, they're paying attention. They're taking notes. They just might not be expressing it in an emotional way. So if you come across an Aquarius moon, don't expect them to be all mushy and emotional with you either, unless you're like super deep with them. You know what I'm saying? Like they really know you, trust you, like you, love you, whatever, for them to even really open up emotionally with you. So, and then they'll hit you with the emotional, their emotional needs and things of that nature. But for the most part, they're more like always thinking of an idea. They're always just very innovative kind of energy. And it's just like mind-blowing where their mind can go, I should say. So on a collective scale, collective energy, what we're all going to be facing. So now you kind of get the gist, right, of an Aquarius moon energy. So you can probably guess what I'm going to say of what we're actually all going to be feeling on a collective scale when it comes to our self and spirituality. It's kind of like finding a nice sweet spot, because we have the sun in Cancer right now, which is that yummy, gushy, emotional energy. And then we also have here now we have the moon, how we react and respond is in this air sign of Aquarius. So it's kind of like that sweet spot between emotional depth and then that intellectual stimulation. It's like we get both sides of the world. And you know, it's funny, the reason why I love this energy is because my Venus is in Aquarius and also my 7th house is in Cancer. So it's like, well, let me just say this really quick before I get into 11 relationships. So it's kind of like, we're nurturing our own feelings at this time while trying to, you know, keep it real and, you know, still be unique and authentic when it comes to conversing with other people. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're kind of more so on a quest, like a deep quest to figure things out, figure ourselves out. Why are we here? Why are we doing what we're doing? Why are they doing what they're doing? You know what I mean? Like all of that. So it's kind of like we're on, in a sense, look at this energy as finding like your own spiritual groove. Like, where do I fit in? You know what I mean? So now, love and relationships. And the reason why I said what I said earlier is because I like this energy with Sun in Cancer and Moon in Aquarius energy, because that's that emotional piece that could be missing. So a lot of times when we're looking at our Venus signs, we're looking to see what Venus sign correlates with ours. So like I said, let me use me as an example. My Venus is in Aquarius, so I like that intellectual stimulation. I used to go for that first, but what you want to do is do the opposite. So look to your 7th house energy, which whatever sign is there. So mine would be Cancer in the 7th house. So there's that emotional intelligence that I need, right? So I should be looking for that first, and then bust out the Venus energy and see if it's all together wrapped up in a pretty little bow into one. Okay. So that's how, when you're building these situationships, relationships, friendships, business partnerships, whatever ships you're sailing, you know, especially if you want to dive deeper or do you want to be surface level with it. You know what I'm saying? This is how you can kind of correlate and see whatever it is that you're looking for in someone, especially if you want to have a love relationship, you know, someone potentially to get married to, or, you know what I'm saying, or be with forever, whatever have you. Look for that 7th house energy. It goes deeper than this, but I'm just giving you a quick little blanket, and then go for your Venus, bust out your Venus energy. So in the love and relationship department, you know, things are going to be real interesting, or probably have been since yesterday. Some of you guys you've probably been seen connections where people run. They don't want to talk about anything deep. So this leaves maybe one or both parties maybe confused, not knowing what to do. And having the Sun in Cancer, it's kind of like, it's like a sensitive rebel-like energy when you're combining the two. It's like you're craving the emotional connection, but here we go, the moon, which is how we react and respond right now, is not wanting to do that. So it's like a lot of people probably want their space. You know, some people probably have not been so social on social media, just want to be outside or speak with people within their environment, home, vicinity, whatever, and really deal with life in real life, which is all how we all should be living. But, you know, not as many will be super talkative unless it's more like the question part, you know, the inquisitive part about it, right? But as far as love and relationship, this is what we're talking about. So people may need their space. They may not want to be all up under your armpit, stage 5 cleaner kind of status right now during this time. So I wouldn't even be looking for that. Wait till the moon at least goes into Pisces, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about right now, you know, people being independent in their own energy, learning how to spread their wings as far as having their own space. Like this would be a time, you know, do things separately as a couple or whatever. That way you guys don't get on each other's nerves. It's always good to have healthy breaks, or, you know, give each other like needed space. That we guys can like come back together and be like, oh, I miss you, you know? So as far as any kind of ships we're sailing, it's good to also really find people that have something going on. Moon in Aquarius. Like if you're a moon in Aquarius, you know, you'll gravitate towards people that have something going on. That way you can duck off and do your own thing. So hence, as a collective, this is what we could all be facing. So it's all about someone that kind of gets that whole factor of you wanting to feel free and not cooped up in a box. Okay. Like for example, damn, I had a point to that. Damn, I'm just going to say something really good. Anyways, so it's just all about making sure you have a healthy space. Hey, Scat Pack, what's good? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So thank you. You just sparked that for me. So with Moon and Aquarius energy, it's like people want that freedom. So AKA this looks like, let's say one person in the relationship is an entrepreneur and the other one is not. Two different, totally different lifestyles. And so that person that's not an entrepreneur might not be able to know how to date this entrepreneur. So it's a whole different lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's where a little bit of freedom comes in with how they operate. It's too, like, oh, I think years ago I did a video on how to date an entrepreneur. Man, it's like you'll end up really splitting with whoever you with, okay? Whatever, if you're in a marriage or you live with this person, like y'all lives will start to divide slowly. It's like a slow death if y'all don't get on the same accord. It's a slow death. So if you notice y'all both, like one's an entrepreneur and one's not, just know. If y'all ain't working together either or helping each other out on that token as far as like coming together and trying to be in that same accord or live the same lifestyle, it's a wrap. It's a wrap cake. So, you know, Moon and Aquarius energy, you got to think nobody wants to feel tied down right now. Nobody wants to be in a box. I remember when the moon was in Sag, it's kind of the same energy too as far as the freedom portion goes. And then here goes Elon Musk tweeting on Twitter, oh, you have a limited amount of how many you can see tweets, and the whole internet just shook. And they're like, okay, that's why everybody's on spill now. So you can't box up that kind of an energy, right? So you see how everything kind of works out, and then everyone was voicing that, oh, hell no, you can't do that. I'm going to go over here then. You know, same thing with Aquarius moon. They don't want to be tied down. So you have to respect them as far as having their own thing. So that's what we all should be doing as a collective. You know, it's cool to check on your friends, you know, even your kids, you know, give them a little bit of space, you know what I'm saying, to do their little thing. But making sure everybody's mental health check-ins and, you know, all that stuff is good. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to have space. I know I like to have my little space, so I'll text you when I'm ready. But no, but I'm still, you know, I'll pop in and say things here and there. So when it comes to money and career right now, this is a grand time for that because we're more on the analytical side of things. We're more cerebral right now with this Moon and Aquarius energy. So especially in the start of the week, what's today, Wednesday, and it's going to move either later tonight or tomorrow in Pisces. So we're still feeling this energy because I think right now, yeah, it's at 17 degrees. So we're really feeling it. A lot of people, you know, this is like bringing that fresh flavor in to like, okay, now I know what I need to get done. Like, I know me, I created a whole like little Excel sheet. Like, I really use this energy. It's kind of like some people are just in the same old grind. Some people, they can use this energy to really like dive deep and, you know, fine tune whatever it is that they have going on. It's like, but still in the same token of that, maybe thinking outside of the box with that Aquarian energy. So this looks like me, like, you know, anybody like working on a business or whatever, and you're thinking of something new to invent or new to create within that whatever umbrella that you're building for yourself. You're like, maybe I should add this or do that, you know, as far as money and career goes. Coming up with those innovative ideas. That's that Aquarian energy. So it's kind of like, let me just shake things up a little bit. Let me do something new, right? You know, what does this look like? This could even look like, let me use this app, for example, that Spill app or whatever. This looks like where now it's something brand new, brand new platform. You can be the plug, or you can be the person that initiates or starts something, a new trend for other people to follow. That's just an example, Moon and Aquarius right now as far as money and career. And then this is what gets eyes on your business and whatever have you, you know, stuff like that. Because you got to also think Aquarian energy is about technology too. So that's why I use that. So this is you like changing social handles and things of that nature, or finding some form or fashion. If this is like, if you're not on social media like that and you're more in the world living, it's just like you trying to make a difference within your community, trying to help people out, you know, that's that Aquarian energy too. So if you hustling, I admire your hustle. I'd be so scared to see people that just don't want to do anything in life. I'm like, damn, it's so sad, especially knowing they have little babies, like little kids. Like, you don't want to teach your kid nothing, like credit, finances, like how to protect themselves, how to cook in the wild. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to do nothing, like nothing. You got no movement. Like, oh, I feel bad for the kids because it starts with the kids, yeah. But anyways, so as far as for the positive energy that we're all going to be feeling, you can probably now see where it's going to go, right? So for the positive, you know, that emotional intelligence will be at an all-time high while the moon's in Aquarius right now. And maybe we have a hunger to learn something, to gain, you know, maybe this is you tapping into a course, or even watching like a whole like a, what do they call them? Them little things that you watch on Netflix. Oh God, a documentary or something, or you know, you're on YouTube watching a whole like playlist of like, you're just having this thirst to learn something or to know something or to find the answers about something that maybe you've seen. You're like, oh yeah, what's that in the sky? Okay, let me go look it up. You know what I mean? Like it's that, it can be that simple. So it's kind of like, you know, this is the energy where you want to have like a new perspective or new fresh eyes. This would be grand to have conversations with friends, you know, to be like, since nobody wants to get emotional and deep, and talk about stars, moons, and quasars, maybe this is like, okay, let's come back to, you know, earthly things and, you know, be in 3D. So what do you think about this if I do this over here and I move this over there? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, you know, gaining advice from your peers. But also you can get a little bit complex too, you know, and bring like just really good ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like boss up. I check this energy as like boss up energy. Like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is the plan, because I'm working on stuff. So this is a great energy if you're working on stuff. You're working on your craft, your talent, gift, or skill, which you should have done yesterday, which is a Mars day, taking action on something, right? But you know, like I said, some people celebrate the holidays, some people don't. So on the flip side to this, you can already tell what I'm going to say as far as the negative side. Many people don't want to be in their emotions or talk all deep and things of that nature. So you got to watch out too, because if you are in close-knitted connections with people, especially if you're in a relationship or a marriage, don't come across as being too detached. You know, like you got to have a nice balance, because sometimes with this moon in Aquarius energy, you can focus way too much in your own world to where you forget everybody that's near you, your kids, whoever you live with, roommates, whatever, especially in close quarters, and definitely people that are just on social media. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remind yourself to use that Sun and Cancer energy as far as the emotional pull on that when you're conversing with other people. Let's talk about just a few aspects, guys. I'm not going to dive too deep in them. Just a little synopsis, negative and positive, like how I always give them to you. So we've got, let's see here. What do we have for the aspects? That way I can see what other energy is correlating. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. So we have the North Node right here that's squaring up with Pluto. I really like what I wrote on my thing, so I really want to read it to you. Let me see. I mean, I don't have to, but... Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. This is what it looks like. It's this post right here, that rare aspect alert. So whenever I do those, read them, because that way you can be up on the energy when it happens, right when it happens. But I'll give you a little synopsis here. So the positive energy, as far as North Node squaring up with, we all know North Node is retrograding in Taurus. It's like it's ending its cycle with Taurus right now. It's about to go into Aries, but for now it's still there, and it's having a cute little square. Oh, I don't want to say cute. It ain't so cute, but you can transmute the energy. It's squaring up with Pluto, which is retrograding in Capricorn right now. So as a positive side to it, I always like to give you the positive, even though a lot of people like to say squares are bad. The positive side to this, you can take this energy and make it your BI, you know what I'm saying? And seriously grow and transform. And what I mean by this is, you know, using that determination that Taurus energy has to gain whatever, you know, take whatever experience on so that they can gain the material possessions and, you know, the love and beauty for life, that Taurus energy, and then bring in that power from Capricorn. That way you can, you know, combine those together and have them work together. It's kind of like, let's call it a cosmic push, so that you can really overcome any challenges that you may be facing right now during this time, so that you can evolve and grow. You know, embrace the change, embracing the change, face your fears, and really tap into your inner strength, and so that you can really achieve your goals and not be scared and run. Because the other flip side to that, this is why this energy is so strong too, we just had a full moon, now we have the moon in Aquarius, major detachment. Some people are running, hiding, they don't want to do anything, they're confused, sad, upset, mad, depressed, whatever have you. And so the negative energy to this will show you what you're struggling with. Okay, remember, North Node is supposed to be what, you know, having those new experiences. Remember, it's retrograding. So it's like a lot of you guys are still maybe replaying old cycles or living out old cycles. You're thinking something new, but it's like you're remixing something old and outdated, possibly. For some, not all. But this is where, these are the people that are resistant to the change. Remember, Taurus energy, they don't like change. So this can really stir up some intense emotions, right? In the mix with Sun and Cancer. So, like I said, some people are running, they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to deal with it. You know, you got to think Pluto energy too has like power struggles. You know what I'm saying? There goes the control issues and stuff like that. So, a solution to this, stay open to change. Stay open to being transformed. If something was taken away from you or swiped under the rug from your feet, take this as, you know what, maybe I didn't do that, or let me see, maybe there's a silver lining to this. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be doing that, I'm supposed to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Find something within it to get you out of it that's a positive solution, so you don't go crazy and just run. It's kind of like you got to surrender and release control with this square that's happening, because this is very rare that this aspect plays out. And just whatever lessons that you're going through, don't take it as a loss, take it as a lesson, write some notes from it, learn from it, that way you won't repeat the same mistakes again. You know what I'm saying? We can have new experiences jumping into North Node energy, right? So I would say take it as it's here to help you to grow. So just embrace all of that. Use that strength from that Capricorn energy in there. Okay. What else do we have playing out? Let's see. That's worthy of talking about. It all matters, but I just want to let you know what could be possibly playing out right now during this time. Oh, we also have Mars having a, I hate this word, quincunx. We say Quincy over here on my channel. So Mars is having a cute little Quincy with Neptune. So what does this mean? You can think of a Quincy as kind of a low-key, like it could be a setback or a challenge, or just a little bit of like irritation happening. And so we all got to know Mars is the planet of action, and it's in a fire sign, Leo, which Leo loves to take action, to be front center stage. Remember Neptune, I just did a video on that, go watch it. Neptune is retrograding now. So this is where all the illusions and delusions can play out, especially in the sign of Pisces. So let's talk about the positive though, because there's always a positive, right? So with that fiery passion that you have from Leo, and then you have that dreamy touch of Pisces energy, you can actually, you can use this as a powerhouse. You can use it to really fuel whatever passions or desires that you may have, whatever dreams, whatever's on your board, your vision board. You can really take that Mars energy in Leo and take action on that, make it a reality for yourself, you know, instead of it just being like, oh, I'm never gonna do that, but it's good to just look and dream about it. No, like really put forth the action and go forward with it. At least try. You know what I'm saying? So I would say if you have whatever, you know, you can channel this energy by, or do you draw? Do you do art? Do you do music? Do you write? You know, like create something. Like do something creative. You know what I'm saying? Whatever creative lane that you're in, you can stay grounded and really focus on that. That way you're not on Fantasy Island, or you're not sitting in a corner crying to yourself right now, you know what I mean? And you can really make things happen. So on the flip side to that, when I said where this could be, you know, a little irritation or challenge, low key, sometimes the things that we're dreaming about can be a little hazy. That's that Neptune energy. You know, it's like we can't really see. It may be super far-fetched, or it could be an illusion or a delusion. So, you know, your actions, the Mars energy, your actions, whatever you're trying to tap into to make that real, it might be far and few. You know what I mean? You might be misguided or have some form of lack of direction in a sense, to where you're like, wait, I'm taking action on something that's like, it's crazy, like it doesn't even make any sense. You know, so watch out for those illusions, and also watch out for trying to escape reality too. That's a whole nother ball game, because some people, you know, look to vices and things of that nature, that Pisces energy, and not want to deal with anyone or anything. Okay, so you got to make sure you have clear goals. That way you can transmute the energy and put it into something meaningful for you, and then you'll feel so much better. That helps you stay connected to reality, okay, and not in the delusions. But also too, like I said, it's tricky. This can look like, you know, what can this look like, just to make it simple in real life? So in real life, this can really look like, oh yeah, you know, oh, I gotta connect that. Let me charge this. My mouse is dying. Hold on. So this can really look like you just making something up in your mind, thinking something's playing out, and adding people in, aka characters or whoever have you, and then it's just really like, it's something not obtainable, it's not practical whatsoever. It's literally like Fantasy Island, straight up, like you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about, we have another aspect playing out. So this one, I need my mouse. I can't plug you up, mouse, yet. Hold on. Okay, so this is kind of helping with that. So if you are sitting in a corner, sad and depressed, you do have Lilith trining Chiron. Lilith is like our dark feminine energy, and it's in the sign of Leo, okay? It's a fire sign. And Chiron's also in a fire sign. Chiron is the wounded healer, warrior, in Aries, okay? So this is giving us a chance to maybe fix whatever challenges that we're facing, whoever pissed you off, made you mad and triggered you, or whatever. If you are sitting in a corner, using this trine energy to actually help you get through whatever situation that you're facing, whether this is with other people or just you dealing with something personal that's going on in life right now, okay? It's actually helping you out. That way you can really get through whatever hurdles you're facing right now, and then also still continue to express yourself and be, you know, active in the world and talk to people and get out and still experience life. So this is what's fueling you to really help heal the past. That way you can move forward, right? And not live with this badge on you. Talk about you can't do nothing in the world and woe is me and oh my God and I had such bad luck and I can't do anything. Yeah, no. And we're getting out of that, right? So this trine right here is helping you bring in the harmony and the flow. That way you can really embrace knowing who you are. A lot of people run from wanting to know who they are. You don't want to run, because you're just gonna create more challenges, more blockages in your life. So you might as well just like sit down one day and really dive deep and use all these tools that we have, whether it's astrology, you know, gene keys, human design, natal charts, whatever you want to utilize to really dig into self and really figure out who you are and what you want to do, and you know what you can master during this time, and how you can play with the energy, our astro weather report that I'm giving you, how you can use this energy to your advantage and really plug in and stay tuned in, tapped in, and turned on for real. So you got to really embrace your true self and really unleash the magic that's within you, so that, you know, somebody might need to hear your voice. You know, you might only be like, this looks like in conversation, like let's say we all kind of face this, a lot of people, some of you guys went to cookouts, barbecues, kicking it with friends, family, whatever, for 4th of July, right? Amongst conversation, you probably heard somebody saying, dang, you should be a comedian, you should be a musician, you should be a motivational speaker, you should be a Forex teacher, you should be, you know what I'm saying? It's like, That's what I'm talking about here. Some people don't realize the gift, talent, or skill that they have, and they just let it bypass them and just let it go. They should really explore that. You know what I'm saying? So explore your creative energy. And you can use your past experience as like your resume per se. Oh, I already did kind of do that. Oh, I did that. Okay, let me polish it up. Let me, you know what I'm saying, smooth it out, and let me bring it to the forefront, kind of a vibe. That way you can inspire other people. Some people may need to hear your voice, talent, gift, skill, whatever you have. It can help others in some form or fashion. But on the flip side to this, when we're all dealing with shadow work and we're trying to heal wounds and we're trying to deal with these detriments and these sad, bad, mad situations that are happening, whether this is with other people or this is like damage you did to yourself or even just health or whatever challenge we're facing right now. The bad side to this is like, you know, some people just want to let their wounds just kind of sit there. That's that holding that badge. Imagine wearing this button-up shirt and you have all these badges of everything that's happened to you. Like if I don't want to name on this channel because I had some crazy stuff happen to me, but you know, all the things that you can name, you know what I'm saying? And you're just wearing this coat of armor with badges of all these wounds, you know what I'm saying? So you want to rip those things off. You don't want to be a victim to this or that. You know, you want to start ripping these off and heal them. So what this looks like on the flip side, you know, some people are like, this looks like, I don't know, one of my friends used to say, yeah, but I'm, you know, no one cares about me, number one, because the color of my skin, and I'm a dude, and I'm tatted up, and I'm a felon, and I'm this, and, you know, all these names, right? And then that's the woe is me energy. So whatever you're labeling yourself is where you're always going to be if you feel like you can never get out of it. And that's where you're wearing those badges. The mission is to do shadow work so that you can take off those labels or those badges that you're calling yourself and step into this new version of you. Some people don't want to do that. Some people want to avoid that. And that's what this looks like with this trine here on the flip side if they're not knowing how to use the energy. This is why I'm here, to teach you how to use the energy to your benefit. Some people want to seek validation outside of themselves. This is a person that posts something on the gram and gets mad that nobody liked it, nobody commented. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff that don't mean nothing, you know? It goes deep, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to really focus on healing, focus on empowering yourself. That way you don't have to seek external validation from anybody but yourself, okay? So embrace who you are, you know. Why would you want to be like somebody else? Why wouldn't you just want to be you, you know, and have people love you for being you? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we get back to that? Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's that. So just keep it real and authentic. We do also have another piece of Chiron right now. Chiron's also in Aries too, but it's having a square with Mercury, and Mercury's in Cancer. Remember, Mercury's the planet of communication, and it's in Cancer right now while the sun's in Cancer. So on a positive note, this is a really dynamic, it's a square. So this can really push you to dig kind of deep. It's like forcing us to find our voice, right? This could be in the midst of conversation. You know how that one person, they always talk over you and you just sit there and listen. Well, finally you're like, wait, hold on. Can I just, I'm saying something, let me finish my thought, and then you can respond. Boom. Simple as that. This can play out in so many different ways. But for years, probably you were quiet. You never said anything. So people would step all over you. This is that wounded healer energy. This is one of your wounds. And so now you need to reverse that. Don't let anybody step all over you, talk over you, and whatever. You need to speak up and say what's on your mind right then and there and chime in. So assert yourself pretty much for the most part with that Aries energy. Aries are very assertive, okay? They say what they gonna say, and they mean what they gonna say half the time too, or most of the time. And then mixing that yummy Cancer energy, this is where you can go deep with it, you know? This looks like having that conversation and being like, well, I'm sorry I had to say that. I didn't mean to offend you, but I'm very passionate about this topic, and I want to make sure that I had to say what I had to say because back in my day, you know, Not me growing up, I couldn't say anything. My parents told me to shut up talking because I'm a kid and they're the adult and I'm supposed to listen. You know, that's like a quick little story of the best visual I can give you. So sometimes we have to be in those uncomfortable, you know, situations in order to break free, like break the chains off. You know what I'm saying? To actually initiate and get something new going for ourselves. And now, next time you go in that room of people that you're talking to, they're gonna look at you and they know when you speak, they'll listen. They won't interrupt you because you set the stage, right? So be authentically you, unapologetically. It can be all solved with a simple conversation half the time. Some people don't want to do that. So the negative side to this, you just have to kind of watch out for those conflicts. Well, this looks like someone saying, well, I don't care what you got to say. Let me finish my thought and you can talk. And then here comes an argument. Here comes a disagreement. Two adults can't even have a conversation. You can't even agree to disagree. Like, you know, that's, oh, hell no. Goddamn flies. Can't stand flies. I have the door open. So anyways, so with that energy, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's kind of like expressing yourself and this is how you allow yourself to let go of fear. Now it's like when you do stuff like that and you set the stage and you set the tone, people won't mess with you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Think about how I used to grow up. Like, I know me back in the day, like me growing up in the hood, like I had to really like be more my divine masculine energy. Like nobody wanted to mess with me, even though I was a pretty girl with a pretty face and all that stuff. I still was like, I had to be in that divine masculine energy so people wouldn't pick on me anymore. That's the kind of low key what it looks like if you want to have a visual. So same thing in our adult life, but we can do it utilizing integrity when we're saying things to people. We don't have to shout or yell to get a point across. We don't have to be loud about it. You know what I'm saying? Or put anybody else down in the midst of letting them know what the deal is. So you just got to honor yourself, honor your own needs, and really to allow yourself to express yourself in an honest, open way, while being mindful of other people's emotions in the same token of that. Okay. And that could be, take this square energy and any cases that happen like that, take that as a catalyst to heal and to grow, you know, and to discover who you truly are now at this day and age. Okay. So utilize that emotional intelligence to really communicate your truth while the sun is in Cancer too at this time. All right. Now I'm going to move along. There's some more aspects, but I feel like I'm going too deep into that because I want to get to the readings. I want to get to the spread. So we're going to talk about houses. Let's talk about it. Oh, you know what? Let me do this really quick. Get out. I'm about to get him later. That's one thing about summertime, these flies. I usually like to have, hold on. I usually like to have this ready for you, but, well, hopefully you have your chart printed. I just always like to do it if you guys know someone else is rising. Some of y'all like to be nosy, but I guess you want houses 1 through 12. Let's keep going. So first house. We all know first house is all about self. This is an Aries house. So if the moon is transiting here, it's all about you having positive vibes, expressing yourself, being unique, eccentric, being independent right now, wanting to do things on your own. You probably have an independent flavor to you. You probably don't want to be all chummy with nobody. You want to do everything, you know, how you want to do it. If it's in the first house too, you can be a trendsetter. Like I said earlier, how I was talking about that app. Well, you can be a trendsetter on there because it's brand new. So if this is transiting your first house, you could have thought of an idea and put it on there and boom, 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 bam, pow, you know, blows up. Just as an example. But if it's also in your first house, you have to watch out for, you have to watch out because you may look like detached or disconnected too. So make sure you're staying true to yourself, but find a nice balance. And make sure you use that Sun and Cancer energy to stay connected to your feelings right now during this time. Second house, if it's transiting here. Second house, we all know second house is a Taurus house. And so I think this is a good for Moon and Aquarius energy because it deals with your finances and your possessions that you have going on. So you might be super innovative as far as any opportunities that may arise, or if you're in any opportunities right now as far as your financial forecast and the ways that you make money, you can really spark some new ideas here. So new ways on how to make that paper, okay? But you also have to be careful when it's transiting your second house. Like, I know I'm a little late on this one, but even though the moon went to Aquarius yesterday, which was 4th of July, a lot of you guys probably spend a lot of money if this is in your second house. So you have to be careful of that impulsive spending. You know, you're probably looking at today like, dang, I spent $600 yesterday on what? Like, it was just for one day. See, I told y'all them holidays are set up. Them holidays are set up to take all the little bit of money that you got, you know, and put it right back. I swear to you. Anyways, so just, you know, I would say if it's in your second house, hopefully you're utilizing this energy towards a creative gift or skills that you have, or, you know, some ideas in that factor on how to make some more money for yourself, and keep an eye on your bank account. Third house. So third house, positive vibes, okay? Third house is all about communication right now, and maybe even learning something. So if it's in your third house, your intellect is going to be on point during this time. This is a Gemini house, which is another air sign, so it only makes sense if it's in here. You might be detached from actual relationships in a sense, possibly even friendships, you know, like going deep. You want to be more on the intellectual side, maybe learning something from somebody, having a conversation of substance, you know what I'm saying? But you might even have lots of ideas floating in your mind. Make sure you write them down. You know, on a personal level, try and find ways to still stay connected, okay? Fourth house. So fourth house, you could have been facing, you know, this is family and home. This is a Cancer house. So, you know, you could be all about creating some unconventional ways on how to feng shui the house for the summer. You're like, you know what, how about, Bob, how about we bring out that boat for, you know, go fishing, but I kind of want to dress up the boat, you know, and put some decals on it. You know, something like that. Because you and the family always go out fishing, you know, or even jazzing up a room in your home and making a whole little beach theme or something like that. You know, feng shuiing your living space in some form or fashion. But you also have to watch out. This is a family house too, so you don't want to be too detached from your family. You know what I mean? Or your loved ones. So you got to really embrace, you know, your unique family dynamic and how you guys do things, and just embrace it and enjoy it. I'm pretty sure hopefully you did that on the 4th for some of you guys, because probably no one worked. So just hopefully you've been showing some love and affection. Fifth house, as we know, this is a creative house and romantic partnerships. This is a Taurus house. So, I mean, lying. This is a Leo house. So you probably bring like some innovative flair or artistic pursuit and love affairs and things of that nature. So you got to watch out for putting any walls up during this time, because Moon in Aquarius, right? But I would say just use this energy towards your creative endeavors, to be honest with you. But also don't be afraid to really kind of let your heart, you know, shine as well through the mix, and be open to love. Sixth house. So this is a Virgo house. So this is like positive energy towards work, you know, career and health. You know, whatever daily routines that you have going on for yourself. Like I said, this would be a grand time to, you know, get organized a little bit, especially at home. Whatever it is that you want to tap into every single day, setting yourself up. Now, in the house of work, remember, Moon and Aquarius energy, they don't like to really deal with their emotions. So you want to make sure you don't transmute that into just overworking and burn yourself out either. So you could even be a visionary though at work. You can really you know, bring in the revenue, bring home the bacon. You might have so many ideas. Well, we should do it this way and this way. It's more efficient and effective for everybody on the team. Like, but make sure you get paid for that. But take care of yourself too, because remember, this is a house of health. That way you have a nice balance between work and play, right? It's always really important. House 7, 7th house is all about relationships. This is a Libra house, so, you know, positive vibes within your relationships, hopefully, and partnerships. If you use this energy correctly, you're more light and airy within the mix of conversation. I would wait for them deep conversations and when the moon goes in Pisces, if you're wondering about something. Especially if both you guys are on the same accord. You know, this is having those more so use that intellectually stimulating conversations, you know. This is like you watching a video and learning the depths about religion, or not even just religion, or just learning something like how to build something, or I don't know, you might dive super deep with it. Whatever it is that's intellectually stimulating for you. Everybody's different. So don't forget, since you're dealing with other people in the house of relationships, don't be emotionally distant. Say, hey, you know what, I don't want to talk about that right now. Can we revisit that? Like, I'm not in the mood for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be here and you want to be kind of here and my mind's not there. Just be open and honest about what it is that you want to tap into and what you don't want to tap into. That way both parties aren't confused and they know they can hold that conversation for a later date, and you're just not like brushing them off or pushing them away. Especially when it comes to one-on-one interactions, okay? So don't forget to really nurture any intimate connections that you have with anybody. House number 8, this is more the intimate side though. House 8, this is all about shared resources, your personal transformation. Oh, I just thought of something, but I forgot. You can be very innovative. This also can deal with money, like inheritances and stuff like that too. You can think of some innovative ways as far as how to wrap that around as far as finances goes. But I would feel like you can really dive deep into self right now and really like focus on, because Sun is still in Cancer, so you can have like a deep emotional connection for self, like for you. You can transmit the energy to working on you. What does this look like? Doing shadow work. But watch out for being too guarded, because it's also the house of intimate connections, right? You can build on your intimate connections as well too, but you have to be kind of careful with who you're talking to. I would say this is case by case. Like I said, some people don't want to go deep, and maybe you do. Because our whole chart matters. Everybody's different. You can even think of different ways as far as like shared resources, how you guys share those, who's paying what, who's doing what. Just don't be afraid to be vulnerable when it's in your 8th house, I would say. 9th house. This is a Sag house, so 9th house is all about higher learning, education, travel. So you can bring positive vibes. Maybe you probably traveled, well, you know, yesterday or this week for the holidays or whatever. This is you maybe wanting to use that Aquarian energy, intellect, cerebral energy, to really dive deep into some knowledge about some esoteric knowledge, metaphysics, something spiritual or whatever. It doesn't have to be, but something intellectual, philosophical, you know, all of that. But watch out for being too detached from the world, especially when you're on a spiritual journey. Okay. Whew. 10th house. 10th house is Capricorn house. It's all about career, money, finances, your public image, things of that nature. So this would be a grand energy to spruce up your public image. You know, this looks like what? If you're entrepreneur, content creator, rebranding, you know, fixing things here and there, whatever. If you work for a business, this is you making sure, you know, you use this energy to kind of spruce things up at work or whatever have you. Bringing that innovative approach to it, making yourself work smarter, not harder, when you're at work for long hours of time. However you approach your professional life, whatever you guys are doing, professionally speaking. So just be careful not to be too distant or aloof in this area of your money. Okay, you want you know, I'm not telling you to tell everybody how much you're making, but if you have business partners or people you're working with, especially if you own a business or if you work with a team of people every day at your job, you want to make sure everybody's on the same accord, okay, and have clear communication, because Aquarian energy likes to be kind of in the corner and do things on their own. They really don't like help. So make sure you are engaging with people when it comes to that aspect. That way you can climb the ladder of success. And let's move on to 11th house. We all know 11th house is an Aquarian house. So you have to, there is also a double-edged sword when a sign is at home, right? So, so on the positive aspect of that, this is a house of relationships, connections, things of that nature I was saying earlier. So you can bring in the, you know, this is where you can get chummy with your friends and hey, what's up? What y'all do? What y'all got going on? Da, da, da. You know what I mean? Having those conversations. This is like the perfect energy for that July 4th energy. You know, a lot of people are, like I said, were off work and probably kicking it with people, having conversations, talking, more surface level, you know, things of that nature. But, you know, it was probably like different conversations you can't have with just anybody on the street. So especially if you're in person, you probably say things that you wouldn't say online or something like a diverse kind of conversation. Like that's that Aquarian energy. And that was probably intellectually stimulating to you within your friend circle or family circle that you were kicking it with. But also, this is where you know, you got to watch out for being too emotionally detached from your crew. You know, make sure you see the gist here, right? Make sure you just nurture your connections that you have. 12th house, this is a Pisces house. So this is like our subconscious realms, right? So to bring the positive energy here, you could be exploring, you know, using that Aquarian energy to really explore like other realms and, you know, the unseen, like really like researching it, really finding out about it and tapping into it, maybe even diving deep into spiritual practices, be based off of that. So you also have to watch out. You may get lost in the sauce in your head in the 12th house. Okay, so you also might isolate yourself emotionally for real when it's in the 12th house. I feel like 12th house, you gotta be very gentle with the 12th house. But keep diving into, you know, the subconscious and spiritual realms, but, you know, don't forget to kind of stay grounded when you're doing all of that as well. Let's move along, guys, because I would love to shuffle some cards. How about y'all? I didn't think I was going to go that deep. That always happens. But hey, it's all good. You guys can skip. You guys can skip later. All right, so we're going to do a collective spread. You guys don't forget to thumbs up the video, share the video out as well. We're going to, oh, this is where I can charge my, pull up the chats too. That way I just have it here. Okay, so I'm going to charge this. What time is it? We have time, hour in. I made my coffee jacked up today. Kind of disappointed, but it's okay. All right. All right, collective. Are we all here for the collective spread, darling? So when I do I'm gonna do the collective energy. I'm also gonna pull out some Anubis oracles. Then I'm going to do the tarot astrology portion, and then I'll bust out the wheel for individual signs. I mean, collective and then elements, you'll see. Let's just do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. All right. So this is, let's check on the energy as far as what you could be facing or maybe how you're feeling right now and get some advice on that. I wear the wrong bra with this shirt, I'll tell you that. Okay. What is the energy for the collective? Energy for the collective. we're changing, we're growing, we're evolving. Well, that's good to know. We have a lot of cards that came out sideways here. A couple that came out reversed. So we'll talk about those first. We need to use this energy to heal. Like I said, Moon in Aquarius energy, many people probably didn't want to go deep. Okay? This looks like, instead of, if you don't want to go deep emotionally with somebody or even on yourself, like, you have to heal. There's something that you have to heal within. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if you don't want to have deep conversations, but I'm just saying, like, you know, let's say, for example, you and your boo or whatever are in cahoots, or you and a best friend or a business partner or whatever. Like, y'all need to really talk about it so you can heal the situation. That way it's not something that's lingering. And get out of your head, because 51 equals the number of 6. Okay? You know, some people, that looks like, you know, because it came out reverse, it's not reciprocating. The energy's not being reciprocated, meaning one person may want to go deep and the other person may not. That's just what that looks like. So in that case, I would just always say, just go within. Go within. That's the best thing you can do, is work on self when that happens. You know what I'm saying? And we do have the happy family card that came out as well. So some people may be noticing during this time, you know, it could have been a sad time. Like, times are changing, guys, and a lot of information is being put out there. Many people are waking up. So hence why I said some people celebrate, some people don't. But it was still an opportunity, because typically some of our family members may not think like you do. So everyone still kind of comes together and spends time, because no one's probably working and everybody's off and everybody wants to eat good food and have good grand conversations, right? It's okay to get, you know, get a little sun and get out there and do your normal family activities. You know, and so when this card came out, it's like there could be, it was reversed. So it's like some people may feel disconnected from their family. Some people, something may have not came full circle. Like, something could be shaky on the foundation of home. Home meaning even you know, if you're dealing with 4th house energy, it could be just you know, this could be looking like being emotionally detached from family, and even, or yourself, you know. So I can see how that plays out. It's just confirmation. So don't get in a tizzy. It's just the energy that we're dealing with right now. And if you don't know what energy is playing out, you're gonna blame yourself. You know what I'm saying? When at the end of the day, you can just put in work. Just put in the work. We do also have here that came out. So let's go. We have the Envy card. Okay, and look how there's a dark energy that's coming in, that's like with this person right here, and then it's all golden and in bronze, right? So I like to look at card number 20 equaling 2 would be you. This could be, you know, looking at other people and their lives and what's going on. You could be in a sad or melancholy, or just not feeling grand about what position you're sitting in life. And this could be playing out in many different ways, you know, as far as your friendships, your you know, your social interactions. This could be family members, your lover, your kids, your work situation. There's something that you're probably forced to deal with, especially because now Neptune and Saturn are retrograde. You know, this is retrograde season, so it's like forcing us to go within. Pluto's also retrograde. So all these retrograde energies are really forcing us to kind of dive a little bit deeper. So we could be recognizing, dang, okay, this is what I got to work on. This is what I got to do. I'm not happy here, so I got to create some type of solution for myself. You know, we're all feeling it in some form or fashion. We're working on something. You know, we want to achieve better. We want to do better. But make sure you don't have that jealous or envious kind of a vibe. You know, you could look at somebody and compare your life. I don't recommend doing that, because everybody has their own journey. When you say you want someone else's life, you don't know what they went through to get to where they got. Don't do that. So that's why I always say, have an outlet, have a healthy outlet at that. You know, get into something creative. That way you're not looking at people with envious eyes or jealous eyes and things of that nature. That way you can foster and work on your own creative gifts, talents, or skills that you have. You know what I'm saying? this is not a fun energy to be in if you are in this energy. Or this could be the energy that is you see, you know what I'm saying? You can really see like, dang, this could be as deep as like just having a thought about, man, this world is really like, we are in hell right now or something like that, you know, and look at, you know, all these, you know, elites that are just living life and we're just like stuck, you know. It can be, you can go real deep with it or you can be super surface level. I'm just being very general with it. You know, so find ways to get out of that energy if that is you. It could be the people that you're around as well, you know. But it's like sometimes we got to press the reset button. Okay, you got to press the reset in certain areas of life. Make sure you're being stingy with your time and your energy, because we also have a man holding a coin, okay? Operating more in the divine masculine energy. Sometimes we need to do that in order to move forward and utilize the intellect and also take action. This is card number 43, which equaling 7, which is a masculine number. You know, think of like 7 of Wands, like taking action. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you even think 7 of Pentacles, this is like patiently waiting. You know, it's like you could put your blood, sweat, and tears and things, but it's going like kind of slow. It's not happening as fast as you want it to. So remember, be stingy with your time and energy, or be selective, I would say, of who you're dishing out your time and energy to, and also with where you're spending your money or whatever you're investing in, okay, when it pertains to time, money, or even your energy, because you are the esoteric bag. So this could even be, you know, whatever talent, gift, or skill you have, this is where you have to speak up about it. You don't want to be on the lower octave of that Moon and Aquarius energy where you just kind of go hide and sit in the corner, nobody knows what you got going on. If you do have something that you want to bring to the forefront, but you're shy, you know what I'm saying, be on the higher octave of this energy, and you may have somebody that may want to invest in you. But we don't know what you got going on if you don't open your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you bring to the table? Like, now's not the time to be shy. Now's the time to be innovative. Like I said, you could always be the key, the plug, you know, the go-to guru, whatever you want to call yourself. This is the energy to do that. You can be that. You just have to start, like, make sure you're into something. So we do have, this keeps coming out too, adjacent possibilities that keeps coming out as well. So this is where, like I said, you never know. Let's say, for example, let me give you a scenario, and you're like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be very selective with my time and energy. I'm gonna put it all into my gift, talent, or skill set, right? And then all of a sudden you do post something online and somebody sees you, you didn't know how you was gonna pay rent or make money, and all of a sudden, bam, an adjacent possibility comes through out of nowhere, out of left field, in a different way that you didn't even think that would even occur. You know what I'm saying? And this is where, you know, that equal, because 24 equaling 6, this is that equal give and take. This is the reciprocity, the equal give, the equal support, and things of that nature, as far as like bringing home the bacon, you know what I'm saying, building a business, or, you know, whatever it looks like for you. There's so many different possibilities, but you want to be in that energy, being more optimistic. Okay, this looks like, you know, you got to be open-minded, because we can't always assume the outcome of something and how it's going to play out. This is how you can stay in the present a little bit more, instead of, because you don't want to be too far out in the future, and you also don't want to be too far in the past. You want to be in the present, right? And this is how doors and windows start opening up. This looks like someone calling you like, girl, oh my God, I don't know what I did or what happened, but I signed something at work, then all of a sudden I got a $300 check. I don't know what, I don't know. It's just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like you was probably like, how am I gonna pay these bills? Oh shit. The AC, I've been using it like a mug. It's been hot. You know what I'm saying? My bill's $400 now. Boom. Adjacent possibility came in. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. You thought you had to probably work blood, sweat, and tears and do overtime at work, and then all of a sudden you just have this random thing happen to you, and it's not the way that you thought it would happen. You thought you had to put in, like I said, the work, and then, you know, work those extra hours, and, you know, you can make the money that way, but really it just showed up at your damn door for the most part. Okay, so let's go next. I'm gonna go ahead and do all the elements. I just want to do a quick energy update. I'm gonna do all the elements as far as fire, water, air, earth, and we're gonna get started. What's calling my name first? I just heard Earth. So we're going to do Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Earth signs, okay? And what I'll do is the tarot astrology for that. And then also, I want to pull an Anubis Oracle. I really love this deck. It's dope. So we'll pull both, okay? So calling all Capricorn, Taurus, Virgos to the stage. What is the message for our Earth signs? Y'all were just so eager. We just had the full moon in Capricorn, so that energy's still lingering. Just FYI, if you guys didn't watch the video, go watch it. I did the full moon readings up. I would go make sure you watch that video in particular. And I did it for individual signs. Okay. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What is the message for Earth signs? What do they need to see at this time? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Earth signs as a collective. Passing through. And what's this? Passing through. All right. This is I'm going to do a July video, guys. I did a list of what's happening, and this is just July. All right, so, Earth signs. When it comes to the matters of the heart, how are we feeling? Okay, we have the Empress card here with Venus energy. I feel like Earth signs, you guys are in your bag and out your feelings. Because I feel like you tried to get in your feelings. You tried to go deep, it just wasn't working. You're like, you know what, back to the bag. I'm going to be in my bag. I'm going to be, you know, your love language right now is probably, let me make sure I'm straight, my household's straight, my mind is straight, I got food on the table, you know, my business is rolling. Let me take care of all of this stuff. This is probably what makes you feel good right now. You know, instead of being all in la la land in love or in fantasy island with this Pisces Neptune energy that's right here on this 8 of chalices that came out. I feel like for you guys, or this could also mean too, you know, maybe other people are so surface right now, so why not? You know, if you're a person that's kind of deep, and this is you not being able to go deep with certain people, so you're like, oh, I'm just gonna put this energy into me. You know, because you could spend so much time and energy on others. Okay, you have 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and just maybe not turn out in your favor. You start to really, their shadows start to pop out at you, and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go this way. But as far as yourself, you can also probably recognize too, when you're trying to go deep, when you're more in your divine feminine energy, it's like, you know, maybe this is where you kind of lost track. Okay. With this 9 of Pentacles, you probably lost track. Like, this looks like you pouring into other people, because Earth signs, you guys like to help other people and teach other people and want to build people up and support them in their endeavors as well. You guys aren't stingy when it comes to that, especially if somebody has something going on. But then you, on the back end, this slowed up what you had going on for yourself. Okay, so I feel like you got the message here. We've got Page of Swords energy that came out. You definitely got the message, whether this is like from your higher self or, you know, whatever you want to call it, whoever you tapping into, or whatever you tapping into, spirit guides, deities, angels, ancestors, synchronicities, signs, whatever, you know, you got the message. Okay, you want to have a breakthrough with life, you know, and then you're like, you know what, the whole loving yummy factor will maybe come after. I feel like you're just more focused on, you're still loving on you and, you know, maybe your kids or family and things of that nature, but I just feel like that's not the focus. It's more of like maybe the aesthetics of it all, or like getting things right and on accord as far as the things that you love to do. You know, and so that caused you to possibly go, and that's why the Hermit card is here. This is why I'm saying that, because having this Hermit energy here, it's like you going back, researching or doing whatever it is that you want to tap into, you know, going back into your own world, you know, it sucks when you start to recognize all the time and energy you put into other people and it's not reciprocated. It doesn't feel good whatsoever, especially when people can't go deep if you're a person that goes deep too, or people not appreciating you for the things that you've done. They just want to take. You know what I'm saying? So this looks like, okay, is my cup half full or half empty? 5 of chalices here. I have to really figure that out. It's like noticing all those details about the people in your life and what's going on, and about you as well, what you're willing to deal with, what you're not willing to deal with, utilizing this Virgo energy for Hermit. Okay, looking at the fine details of everything and just getting fixated on the things that you want to do, what you want to tap into. Really go deep within. So are you looking at the glass half full or half empty? I feel like since it's upright, it's more you're looking at the glass half full. You're like, you know what? That's enough. Like, they plugged into me. Time, energy, money, whatever, but not no more. You know, I'm going to fill up my own cup, okay? Bringing in that Pluto energy, destructing and, you know, breaking all that down and away from you in your own way. You know what I'm saying? Using that Scorpio energy. Might be doing this in private, not really telling anybody your moves that you're making, being very selective with who knows what and where and why, you know, because you have lots of duties, responsibilities, obligations that you want to take care of. 10 of Wands. This is what makes you feel free. When you got the money to go travel and do what you want to do and go where you want to go, whether this is mind, body, and soul, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we got to say material possessions in there. We got to say that because earth energy. You guys like to have the finer things in life, go towards the finer places in life. You know, you want reciprocity with the people that you're around and with and talking to and dealing with in life as well. So you guys are ending that old cycle. No more of that. No more people sucking up your energy and wasting your time and you pouring more into them than they're pouring into you. We're deading that with that number 10. We're ending that. We're going into new beginnings here. So you're utilizing the sun in Cancer to turn it into a positive and transmute the energy and alchemizing it. Showing more love for yourself. This is showing that you love yourself more than what the hell, how other people were showing it towards you. Okay? Let's pull I want to pull, I love this, so we may read from the book. We'll see. I'll always say what I want to say first, intuitively, and then... What else do we have for earth signs? But yeah, that's the jam. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I like the spread for earth signs. And I feel like with that sun energy, this is you like, okay, I feel better now. I know who the culprit was. I know who was draining my energy. I know who was using me for my money. I know who was, you know what I'm saying? It's like you know what you were doing to yourself, aka what you were putting yourself in, what you were involving yourself in to get yourself in the mess anyways, and you're getting yourself out of it, period. I'm just giving you guys examples of scenarios when I say it like that. So let's pull a Anubis Oracle for Earth Signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Look at that. Sacred Purpose. Love this. And also you have Osiris that came out too. Lucky. You got 2. So that's transmutation, beauty, regeneration. I literally just said that for the most part. So let's go ahead and tap in. I'm going to do card number 13, which equals 4. See, taking care of yourself on the home front, taking care of you, your home, health, people you care, know, like, trust, things that you value. Osiris energy, right? So let's see. It's very long, but I'm just going to read if we chose it. You have been asked to enter deeply into the process of transmutation and regeneration. You are being given the opportunity to exercise death of the old consciously and to embrace the beauty that is possible for each of us to experience as we are reborn into the next level of our potential. Things are changing in your world, and it can be an exciting time. Regardless of what's happening around you, take the time to be quiet and listen for the whispers of Osiris. This is that hermit energy that came up, that come from the deepest recesses of your being. He will speak to you of possibilities, potential, and beauty. Feel the stirrings of regeneration within you when you commune with him. Didn't I literally just say all of that? It's like literally a confirmation Normally these cards are like confirmation. I'm telling y'all, like, it's crazy. Okay, so next we're gonna do the sacred purpose, right? I have to read this one. Okay, here we go. Sorry guys, I had to find the page number. So pretty much looking at this card, putting more, like I said earlier, putting more your time and energy into things that matter, right? Whatever it is you're working on or working towards, whatever goals you have for yourself, this is like you loving on yourself. You know how to control this and handle this and that, and you can deal with any challenges or hurdles that you face when you're diving into that. But as far as when it comes to like love matters or other people, as far as like tapping into you or plugging into you, like you the Wi-Fi, yeah, you're like, no more of that. So this is why we have the sacred purpose that popped out. So let's read it. Let's see here. This is a shaman priest on this card too, and Anubis on here too. So let's read it. Anubis, the fully awakened shaman priest, enters the sacred garden through the portal created by the divine parents, the overarching sky goddess Nut, and the rich, green, and fertile earth god Jeb. Thoth is also present as the rainbow serpent who offers the fruit of wisdom and external life from the ancient tree. As you focus on the images on the card, perceive your current life situations with the open-hearted wisdom of the shaman priest. The words, the activities, and everyday story have the greatest potential for completion and wholeness, going towards your sacred purpose. I love that for you guys. Don't you love this deck? Oh my God, honey. It's just... I love that deck. Okay, next, let's go ahead. Who's calling next? Water signs. Water signs. So we're going to do water if you're a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Oh my God, guys, my coffee is getting cold. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, to the stage. And then at the end, I'll do the wheel, guys. What does Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio need to see? What do the water signs need to see at this time? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And this one. All right. All cards in the upright. No reversals. Well, we got Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Y'all in y'all bag. I feel like water signs, you guys are doing very well. If you're in the higher octave, of course, with, you know, there's something going on, and so you peep it, and you're like, nope, I'm gonna get out of this energy, and I'm gonna transmute it or alchemize the energy. Period. And you guys could definitely be utilizing. We do have that Earth stellium playing out as well too. So whatever earth elements you guys could also be working with, you know what I'm saying? So this looks like new money, new opportunities, a new job, you know, or getting very creative as far as your financial forecast, building for yourself, you know, having it, you like feeling like you are the bag, whatever it is that you're tapping into, you're like successful at doing it, it's working out for you. It's like you have the abundant energy right now is what I'm feeling here with this Ace of Pentacles. I mean, need I say more? Okay. You're probably in that groove of working with, you know, utilizing your magi to bring in the, you know, stability. You're just continuously building on your foundation and making sure you have everything stable and secure within your neck of the woods, water signs. which is very good. Some of you guys are single, sexy, and free, looking real good with the Nine of Pentacles energy here, feeling lovely, just really embracing everything that's coming towards you. You know, whatever you put your blood, sweat, and tears into, it's like, it's almost like, I want to say with this Nine of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles, you're almost ending that cycle of like not knowing. Like some of you guys, it's like a consistent flow of income, like actual streaming incomes coming in, actual stream of income flowing in. Did I say that right? So multiple ways of making money coming in for you that you possibly could have been working on. Okay. Now it's like, okay, let me stay disciplined with that Nine of Pentacles, because this is a new cycle. So it's like you don't want to start something and think it's all good, and then all of a sudden it's gone because you didn't put the same blood, sweat, and tears and time and energy into whatever is your craft is or whatever, right? So it's like making sure you still stay on the up and up with that Saturn energy here, and using that Virgo here in the Nine of Pentacles to make sure you still carrying out the fine details of everything the same way how you got to where you're at right now. You're going to keep that train flowing, and you're maybe even make it even better too, because you're definitely taking action here with that Nine of Wands as well, which is very good. You know what I'm saying? You're taking action. This is Mars energy, Sag energy, so that you can feel free or be free, or you're in that energy where you're thinking outside of the box, and you know, this is you learning new things and learning new perspectives and being open-minded and being adventurous with whatever it is that you're tapping into. So this is a grand energy for all water signs right now. You guys could even be traveling during this time or seeing new places, new faces, and things of that nature. But you also have to be careful with this Eight of Swords that's here too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, with the things you say, okay? You could be like, you know, maybe because this is Mercury energy, and Mercury is playing out for the whole month, has a lot going on. So depending on where Mercury's aspecting for you, like whatever house that is for you, so pay attention. You might, that's where you'll probably feel it the most. But you have to be careful of the Eight of Swords energy, because you don't want to be blind to everything. Just because you're getting all these opportunities and doors are opening and yada yada doesn't mean that you need to take on every single one. You know what I'm saying? Don't be blind. You know, there's always a way to get out of something. There's always a way where you can utilize your creative energy to get out of something. You know, and also too, this is, you know, water signs, we're deep emotionally already. So you have to make sure you're utilizing that emotional intelligence and intellect as well to figure out how to swim away or get out of whatever waters that you're in. I feel like you're utilizing that. And this is through you conversing with other people with that Mercury energy. Look to your house of partnerships and relationships during this time as well, how Mercury energy is playing out. It could be a specific aspect that's playing out as far as with Mercury goes. But Mercury's all about communication and your thoughts too. So use that Gemini energy, which is that intelligent, intellectual, cerebral energy here. Eight of Swords, right? To help you navigate. Especially with bringing ideas down and taking action on them, and just continue and just to have that balance. Look how 899, I don't know if that means anything for you guys as far as the numbers goes. You know, you can add it up if you want to. It equals the number 7, spiritual number, so that may mean something. And look 7, 8, 9. It's like in alignment. Things are lining up for you. So let's move on. We're gonna grab you in Anubis Oracle. So very good spread for you guys. Continue to do you. All right, what do we have for water signs? We need one card. 2 just wants to come out on everybody. I guess that's the number. Like, you can't tell us what to do. Look at that. Sacred Purpose came out and Isis came out. Okay. Damn, and I can't not read it because. Okay, so let's look up Sacred Purpose. Earth signs got this too, just so you guys are aware. So look at that. So Anubis, the fully awakened shaman priest, enters the sacred garden through the portal created by the divine parents. The overarching sky goddess Nut and the rich, green and fertile earth god Jeb. Thoth is also present as the rainbow serpent who offers the fruit of wisdom and external life from the ancient tree. As you focus on the image on the card, perceive your current life situations with the open-hearted wisdom of the shaman priest, Anubis, so that that is what's being birthed or created through your thoughts, your words, and activities in everyday story have the greatest potential for completion and wholeness. And that's funny that that was said, because you have that using that Gemini energy that I was just talking about. Your thoughts, your words can birth new things. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, new places, new faces. Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? And you're taking action on it. Look at that! Okay, let's do number 3, Isis. So this is the Holy Queen, mother of us all, okay? The manifestation of love, okay? So Isis and her husband ruled the fertile lands of Egypt. So Isis will see into the heart of the matter that you have brought before her to dispel confusion and also clarity to emerge. She will show you how to bridge the personal with the transpersonal, as above, so below. Isis is committed to renewal and regeneration. She assists you in seeing the both and rather than the either or in whatever situation you are involved with. As you merge with Isis, allow yourself to feel the embrace of the Great Mother as her rainbow wings around you envelop you. Notice how in her embrace, she balances and attunes the chakras. Listen for her voice within as she offers you encouragement. Isis loves you regardless of what is happening in the world or in your life and connects you in a powerful way to your own self-love. What? Okay. Go water signs. All right, next, who do we have next? So we do air or fire? Air. I'm hearing air. We're going to go air. We're going to go air. We're going to go. So air sign. So if you're a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, you guys can always do it as your risings too if you want. Your sun, moon, or rising. That way you can mix them together and maybe get a full read. Where are we at with time? All right, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius to the stage. What do they need to see at this time? Whoa. Y'all got a lot to say. And I'm like, oh, I'm hacking channeling right now too. Like I just went, y'all see, I just went somewhere else. Y'all know when I go somewhere else, when I just be staring. If you didn't know, now you know. But now you know. All right, let me stop. So it's equal here. We've got half reverse, half upright. Let's get started. Sorry, guys. A little adjustment. Okay, air signs. So we have the Two of Chalices in reverse, okay? What does this mean? What does this look like? This is Cancer energy. Remember, we have Sun in Cancer, but also the moon rules Cancer. So it may have to deal something with your emotions, deep emotions at that. So with this energy here, this can look like you separating yourself from, how do I say this? You may feel disconnected, personally speaking, with Two of Chalices in reverse. You may feel disconnected from yourself. What does this look like? This looks like maybe a situation has happened, aka a reflection of yours has came into your life, whether this is a business partnership, a situationship, a love relationship, somebody or something that you're dealing with as a reflection to you is causing you to look at yourself, the man in the mirror. There's some disagreement. There's something you're not feeling good about. There's something that you're not liking right now about what's going on, the energy that's carrying out. Who is this? Oh, Amazon use regular cars now for deliveries? Hella ghetto. Message. So, is he coming here? Hold on. Oh, he is. Thank you. So this looks like some type of discord. The chemistry, it's like, I was gonna say chemical imbalance. There's some type of imbalance that you're having, okay? Now I can't read for anybody else. It's got to be your energy. But if you are dealing with someone, this is how you look at your reflection and notice that. How are you not showing up for yourself? Why are we in this discord right now? Is it you? Is it me? You know what I'm saying? So you're probably looking at yourself like, what is going on right now? There's some form of disharmony right now within self. You may not be feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to talk about it because there's two people here. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably diving deep into your emotions, but don't dive too deep to where you just shut completely off, okay? Because we do have Eight of Chalices in reverse. You could have been in a fantasy or a delusion that was playing out, and you thought it was going to play out in a certain way, and it's not. And with Neptune going retrograde now, it probably kicked into high gear, especially when the moon was full in Capricorn. It probably released this energy for you, and you've been dealing with this for this week. It's been playing out for you. So this is what it looks like. You don't want to deal with nobody. You remove your time and energy from people. You don't want to be on social media. You don't want to talk to anybody. You want to figure out what this energy is. You realize you had to unplug, okay? Four of Pentacles in reverse, you know, or you recognize when you should have unplugged from something, whether this is a person, place, or a thing, and you didn't, you know what I'm saying? And now you're forced to deal with whatever energy is mixing with yours, because sometimes, you know, like I said, when you're hanging out with people or you're dealing with someone in your life and you have them lingering around, you're mixing energies. Or this could be like people believe in soul ties when you have sex with people, and you know, you mix in their energies and deal with what they got going on, and it leaks into what you got going on. So there can be a little bit of that confusion as well. So with Four Pentacles in reverse, this is also that you see that Mercury Capricorn energy playing out. So this is like things not being said, you know what I'm saying? There's no structure within, like, no discipline or structure within the conversations. There's nothing meaningful happening. You may want to hear, you know, something of substance or something meaningful. That's why I said this looks like you shutting everyone and everything out to deal with whatever it is that you got going on. Because you're like, dang, I knew I should have set boundaries, or I knew I should have, you know, let this person be, or whatever have you. As you're dealing with reflections, remember, everybody's a reflection of us in some form or fashion. Whoever you're dealing with or talking to every day, all the time, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that. It's pretty much bringing it back to you, right? So you're seeing, oh, I need to remove my time and energy from this person, or stop doing that. Whatever pattern behavior you have that's going on, I need to, you know, not do this anymore. This is you like kind of like resetting and going back to the drawing board. Because 8 plus 2 equals 10 equals 1. You want to have a new beginning, but it all starts with your foundation first, which is number 4. It all starts at home first. What is home? You, your chakras, making sure you're on the up and up and you're straight, you're solid. You know, if things are shaky within yourself, everything around you, as far as an air sign, you're just like, you're going to ghost everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just going to flee the scene. And then be in your mind about it. Okay? Now, hence why Hermit energy came out. Some of you guys may not want to deal, like I said, this is why I said this, because Hermit energy is here. You may not want to deal with people. You want to just get you good first. Get you straight first. You know, figure out why you're feeling what you're feeling. Maybe do some soul searching or actually researching or diving a little bit deeper, going in and taking action on yourself. Fine-tuning the little details, okay? You have to be careful, though. We do have, you know, those aspects I said that are playing out. You don't want to be looking too deep into the details where you stop yourself from having some grand opportunities come your way. So everything might be happening very slow and steady with the Seven of Pentacles here. So this is you. Okay, let me get back to like doing me. You know what I'm saying? What does this look like? You like taking a detox as far as maybe health wise because you got sick over, I don't know, the last couple of days. You probably ate something or drank something you weren't supposed to and you weren't feeling good, so you want to like crawl in a hole. Or this looks like you dealing with the reflection and seeing yourself, looking at the man in the mirror like, okay, I got to get my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be anything. I'm just giving you guys examples. So this looks like you going back to the drawing board, Seven of Pentacles. Okay, being very patient with yourself. You want to see the beauty of everything. You want to fall in love again with life, right? So using the Saturn energy, this looks like, okay, let me get myself together. Let me get myself right. Let me go back to what makes me feel good. Let me detox from whatever food or social media or people, places, and things so I can get back to taking action. Five of Wands, right? That way, now when I come out with that Leo energy, I have the strength again. So this is like you re-energizing, re-evaluating, reflecting, going within, all of those things that you probably started doing during the full moon. And here goes the Sun energy. So this could be coming up for you, or you're feeling this now. It's like, okay, you're slowly starting to get back to normal now. You're slowly starting to dive into your activities and things of that nature, your normal things that you normally would do. Because whatever this was happening, you neglected certain things. You neglected some things here. You probably neglected yourself, and you realized that in some form or fashion. You probably realized some way like you weren't showing up for self, and you had to get back to the drawing board. And that's okay. We all need detoxes and resets and to get back to normal, right? That way we can use the Sun energy here and still continue to take action. You may have some duties, responsibilities, and obligations. Like you might have a job you got to show up for. You might have kids you have to show up for. You might have loved ones that you take care of, and you know, much less yourself too, right? So I like this, using this Leo energy to have strength, to tap in. This also looks like surrendering too, with all these little babies here. Looking to the light, it's like surrendering. It's like, okay, like I'm here. I don't want to have this conflict in my mind. I want to like be out there. I want to take action. I want to feel like that. I need to, it's like plugging into the sun. You know, when the sun is out, we feel like a lot of people are more happier when the sun is out versus when it's like overcast and no sun is ever present, it's raining. You feel more like you want to crawl on the bed and watch Netflix and watch TV and not do anything and just sleep, right? More of a depression state. I don't see how people can live in Alaska, let me tell you. But so it's kind of like that. It's like, okay, I see the hope of light. Like I have hope. I know this will get better. It's just right now, this is what I'm dealing with. And then boom, here we go. You're slowly like crawling up out of that and surrendering so you can take action and not look at everything on the opposite. You want to be on the higher octave of that. So that's beautiful. I just feel like deep transformative vibes here. For real, for real. You have number 7. You have 7 plus 5 equals 12 equals 3. So it's like you want to celebrate life. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that was a jacked up shuffle. Let's pull up an oracle for the air signs. What do we have for Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? Look at that. I'm telling y'all, 2 cards come out every time. Ooh, so we have Thoth came out. Okay, illumination, architect of wisdom, enlightened communication. That's funny because it's for all air signs, right? With the number 9 at that. We have Sobek and Horus, reconciliation of opposites for forgiveness and understanding. Yo, this is deep. I'm telling y'all. Hold on. Oh, my. Let's read the first one first because I'm going to do it in order. Okay. So these are two powerful psychic forces found in all of us. We have some psychic form or fashion in all of us, okay? Old and new. So let's read it. It's time to take a deeper look at the energetic desire to evolve while stepping into a new way of being. You may experience a sense of conflict from old self. In truth, it is willing but needs to know that what is of value will not be lost, and that mistakes will not be repeated. This is an opportunity to take stock of the newer self that wants to evolve and step forward. Oh my God. Look, and hence why, you know, I was telling you, like, the babies are coming out and low-key surrendering, right? It's like being reborn. So, damn, where did I leave off? And of the old self that wants to make sure you have a solid foundation to stand on. Honey baby. This means that there's a resolution, okay? If there is a conflict in your life or something in the way of your forward or upward motion, meditating with these two seemingly opposing forces can bring you to a deeper understanding of a relationship or a situation. It can also open the way for forgiveness. If you bump into that part of yourself, aka the reflection I was talking about, that is closed to forgiveness, stay open. It is one of the most potent keys for resolution. Somebody, y'all know that was like so on point to what I was talking about. Hence, two of chalices in reverse. I mean, can we? I'm just saying. Okay, so next we have Thoth for air signs. Okay, the body of a man and the head of an abyss. Okay, so let's see here. This is key card number. Ooh. He used the serpent for key card in 12 and 8. Oh. Okay, so it's time to cultivate your relationship with Thoth. A new level of guidance is available to you. As you commune with Thoth, you may ask specific questions about something that has been troubling you or any difficult situations in your life. He can offer new direction or a fresh perspective. He also brings you his expertise in articulation in both speech and writing. And hence this month, you guys, for air signs specifically, because Gemini, you're ruled by Mercury. Mercury is playing a lot of major parts for the month of July. Oh yeah, so allow yourself, hold on. Allow yourself to experience Thoth's guidance and the illumination he provides. If you're attentive, he may give you a vision of your higher self. Woo! Ain't that about that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. That's deep. All right. So we did, what are we on now, guys? Hold on, we did Earth, water, and fire. Fire signs. So if you are Aries, Leo, or Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right. What do my fire signs need to see at this time? Aries, Leo, Sag. fire signs. Joyful, joyful. Wait, is this gone? It's gone. It's done. Okay. Fire signs. Okay, not bad, fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sag. Five of Swords in reverse. There's something going on in your head. Something going on in your mind. There's something you're doing where you need to think outside of the box. You need to bring that moon in Aquarius energy and be innovative. It's like something also could have unexpectedly occurred in your life to where you have to deal with it now, but you can't you can't tell anybody what it is. You have to internalize it because it's something personal that happened. Because you have Ace of Wands in reverse. It kind of stopped you in your tracks. You're like, wait a minute, hold on. I got to deal with this. I got to do something. So something could have happened. Somebody could have said something. Somebody could have did something. It caused you to just kind of react in a way. Like it caused you to do something. Like you had to... I don't know what it was, but you had to... It's like you can't really... It's not something that you can really share with the world. You can't post this on social media. If you do, it's going to be like subliminal quote or something that nobody knows about. It's something that you need to just deal with. You don't want nobody in your business. And so it's like, dang, I got to deal with this before I keep going, if that makes sense. Okay. You got the message, you know, and you could be forced to, you know, it could have hit your emotions a little bit. You know, fire signs, y'all don't really like to be emotional like that, especially externally. So, you know, it could have forced you to be like, you're more like you said something with passion. This looks like you as a fire sign, like probably yelling out or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to fix this. Like, no, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that... It has to deal with words. But also too, this could be like a message coming to you as far as you telling yourself like, hey, you got this, you can handle it, you know, like saying those little nice little yummy things as far as the Page of Chalices, because that's a water energy. So it's like, okay, like trying to reverse or alchemize or transmute the energy to something positive. Like saying, this looks like saying affirmations or believing that you can do something or get over something or fix it. This could be someone else giving you that advice, that sound advice, giving you a message, or maybe you got the message from your higher self that came in, light bulb, you know what I'm saying, to cause you to... you had to tap in with your emotions in some form or fashion. I feel like it was more in private though, because you have 7 and 9 of Chalices. Now something could have occurred to where, especially if you're passionate about something you're creating or something you're into as far as what's giving you the bag. Now if somebody mess with your money, that's, you know, that's a funny little situation you got to deal with. You don't like that, you know what I'm saying? So you may have to deal with something like that, but you're forced to feel, okay? You may feel a certain way. You may be internalizing this. And the reason why I say that is because you have 9 of Chalices. I feel like once you alchemize or transmute whatever situation or aspect that's playing out that wasn't so great, that didn't make you feel good, I feel like now you're able to move forward. You can also look at 9 of Chalices as kind of like you meditating on something, or, you know, how do I say this? Like wanting something better for yourself, and you're going deep within to get that. Like you're determined. You know what I'm saying? This is also Pisces energy. So with Neptune retrograding in Pisces along with Saturn, you're probably using that energy. You can use the Saturn energy to get disciplined so you're not on fantasy island, and the same token you're forced to go within on something here. But I feel like this could be definitely like a wish becoming true for you. So let's say, for example, it was a jacked up situation that occurred and that happened. You know what I'm saying? That was a catalyst to maybe shake you up so that you can evolve, change, and grow and heal and move forward. You know, it sucks how it happened, but you know, it needed to, something needed to happen. Sometimes you get thrown those bombs, or sometimes, you know, we have fated situations that happen in order to shake us up, right? So that we can get closer to remembering who we are. So this is something deep. Now this could have got revealed during the full moon and you've been dealing through it. This could have been, you know, we're still lingering in the full moon energy, by the way, but something could have been revealed to you. Maybe this is, you could have been dealing with the Pisces, but I feel like it's just something deep. Like, it's a lot of deep stuff. It's probably like, it's, you know, as a fire sign, you guys probably like dealing with, hey kids, what's up? You just came in? Girl, I'm at the end of the thing. I'm about to do the wheel though. So you could have, it's like something that's so deep, because, you know, as a fire sign, you guys really don't like to show your emotions like that. You know, and especially if you're a lower octave fire sign, you really don't want to talk, not even close to your emotions. Like, you have a hard time with saying, I love you, I miss you, and all that stuff. Like, you're just, you are, and you are of passion too. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're starting to recognize these things. More moon energy here. We have 7 of chalices. So it's like, think of 7 of chalices as like each chalice, each cup, right? You have 7 cups, and maybe out of those that is so funny how it had me stuck on the screen like that. Put it, what if you guys can still hear me? See, I don't even know if I want to do the wheel now because YouTube's messing up. It's acting up. Hold on. Me stuck on the screen. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Oh, you're taking the train home from work. Okay. So I feel like it's something personal that you have to deal with, and also just recognize there are some opportunities and things that are arising that are coming towards you that maybe, you know, you got to recognize the snake in the grass. You got to know that everything's not grand for you. I feel like you know this too, but it just sucks because you have to be very picky. It's like each person in your life or each situation or opportunity that you face, you could take some good from it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not all is going to be this good, ripe fruit that you can pick from the tree. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like here, because you have to be careful that people aren't sucking up your energy. I'm going to pull the other card, the oracles for you, but yeah, I feel like fire signs, you're forced to go, especially with Sun and Cancer, it's like you're forced to go in your feelings. And it sucks if you don't have an outlet to where you can really express these things with people and they'll get you and understand you. Now, I'm not saying go look for people that'll stroke your ego, but maybe sometimes it helps to get another perspective, or, you know, someone that you know, like, and trust, and they can kind of point you in the right direction. Because fire signs, you guys can be very in pride and ego and only want to do something a certain way, in your way, or it's the highway kind of a vibe. You don't want to listen to anybody else. Like, you just think people just won't get you. You know, some fire signs are like that. So I would say be open to it. Okay. You're almost, whoa. I've never seen a green helicopter. So just be very open. You're almost closing out a cycle. You just have to utilize your intuition. Have a balance between your divine feminine, divine, what one did come out? Oh, divine masculine energies too. Yeah, you have a lot of change going on because 9 and 7 equals 16. Equals another 7. Taking action. You need to take action. Another 7 again. And then you have the 5 for change. Yeah, you got a lot of changes coming on, and you could be blocking yourself from these new opportunities too, based off how you think or how you're moving, how you're going about certain things. So let's pull an oracle. Let's pull an oracle for fire signs. We'll do one more because the other, that's weird. You only got one. Maybe that's all. And look, number 16 again, as I said that. That is so funny. Maybe 1616 means something to you, or 777 or something like that. Let me get the book. So you have life force energy, okay? Purification, divine awakener. All right, so this is the Cobra Serpent Goddess, which is very ancient. She's closely associated with Neckbit Mother Mutt. Okay, she's a protector of children and later of the pharaohs. So if you, let's pay attention to the card. Your ego may be undergoing a transformation or an adjustment that will balance your energy so that you can handle the power of this goddess. You guys are literally just saying that. You're forced to feel and go within and deal with your emotions. You can't hide from them any longer anymore. Nothing. As much as you guys used to do that. So you have to deal with it. And that's where that balance of divine feminine, divine masculine comes in. Okay? You may be experiencing a potent purification process that can express itself as a Kundalini awakening. Be prepared for a major shift in consciousness, leading you from ignorance and greed to a more enlightened awareness. You may wish to make a written inventory of whatever comes to your mind that you've been, that you've been ignoring. Note anything you've been acting out through inappropriate hunger or addictive ways. These are now ready to disintegrate and dissolve as you shift to a more enlightened way of being. If you're hitting the wall or bottoming out in a particular situation, you can call on Wajet to help you break through the other side. I'm sorry if I butchered the name, but that's the name of the game. Life Force Energy. And you got 1616 that came out twice. So, I know we're a little bit over, but I did want to bust out the wheel. I know YouTube's acting up too. So hopefully YouTube's going to be nice to us, because I want to pull out the wheel and pull a card for all you guys individually, since I did elements all together today. We're going to use a whole different deck. We're going to take this away. We're going to pull out the wheel. Where is the wheel? Who's ready for the wheel? Okay, guys, so if you guys are new to the wheel, I always do all the way from Aries to Pisces. You'll get a quick underlining message from me. Okay, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to timestamp everything. That way, maybe you can look at your big three to get a bigger message. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with Aries. Come to the stage. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars. However you guys want to pretend. You can add in the planets if you want to. All right, quick message. Aries, do a one card. Aries, you got Ace of Swords. Major breakthroughs coming in for you, Aries. This could be a breakthrough in a conversation or thought in your mind that you have. Perfect. After I just did the fire spread too, this makes total sense. Breakthrough in life, period, as far as where you're thinking, how you're conversing, how you're moving, the things that you want to get into, the conversations that you're having with other people as well. Okay, so this is a new beginning within that. So it's like, or maybe it's telling you maybe you need to have these new thoughts come in because you're possibly could be going through a spiritual awakening or a Kundalini awakening. So it's like, okay. So it seems like maybe this is some new that's coming in for you, okay? So with that Ace of Swords energy, it's like something is coming. It's like you see the light at the end of the tunnel. It may take a little bit of work. It may take a little bit of time, but I feel like you're ready for this new beginning anyways. You need to have a new beginning or a breakthrough. So however that looks for you. So I like that that card came out for you, Aries. Okay. Let's go ahead. Moving on. We're going to do Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I know you did, kids. You came in at the end of the elements. I did Pisces second. I'm going to timestamp I did the water sign second if you want to rewind it a little. Taurus, you have King of Swords, okay? A lot of air energy playing out. Not surprised because we have Moon in Aquarius right now. So, Taurus, this is you being cut, dry, black and white, you know, meaning everything that you say, holding power, whatever the things that you say hold power, they hold weight. You could even be like, whatever you say could manifest, you know, be careful of the thoughts that you have in your mind as well. You need to really, it's like, your words could really cut like a knife. If you want to, I feel like you have that sword ready. If anybody has anything negative to say or anything bad or putting you down in any form or fashion, you're ready to bust out that sword. You know, it's like you have your guard up right now and you're sitting in your power at the same token. You just don't want to be messed with right now. You just emotionally probably drained, so you're more cerebral with it in the way that you think now. An owl is represented in this card as well. It could have meant that, you know, some major event could have occurred right now to where it's like causing you to be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna like really take my power back. Okay, a lot of animals in here too. You got the bird. You could get messages from birds as well. We also have a dragonfly in there too. Maybe those are symbolic for you, and flowers. And grounding. He's sitting on the earth, on the hill. Grounding could be a thing. Okay. You'll watch it back. Yeah, I'm going to do the timestamps after the video. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, I want to do the 3 shuffle on each one, actually. Gemini. Gemini, King of Wands in reverse. Not wanting to take action on anything that you have going on right now. Whatever your passions or desires are, you're just kind of sitting back right now on that. I feel like there's something else that you could be dealing with that you're passionate about. So you could be dealing with, actually, I should say this differently. People take my words literally. You could be dealing with taking action on a desire and not taking action on the things that you need to take action on. With that King of Wands in reverse, okay? It's like you feel kind of weak, like you don't have the strength to carry out whatever duties, responsibilities, obligations that you may have. And so you're more focused on the desires of life, the desire to have this or to have that. You're putting your time and energy into that. So whether that's good or bad for you during this time, that's for you to decide, but it's more so a desire. If you're I would just say if you're too much in the desire portion, make sure you're bringing it back to reality and you're putting time and energy into and taking action on things that you actually want to foresee and to play out into life, as far as like your needs and your wants and your duties, responsibilities, and obligations, like taking action and putting energy into that, you know, or your passions, as far as your creative energy with all this Pisces energy playing out, whatever your creative, you know, avenue is. Take action on that versus like being stuck. Because if you're stuck with desires, that also means you could be on Fantasy Island or in an illusion or delusion or something like that. You could be wanting something so bad and you're putting all your thoughts, your energy, your time, you know, and fueling that. But this is also draining your energy. It's also making you feel weak in the same token. So you got to kind of be careful. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Cancer, are we using our intuition or are we not? So Cancer, I feel like either this is you having, it's like either this could be you're not so much in your divine feminine energy right now, you're operating more in your divine masculine, so you have to find a balance because you need both, but it's just good to have them balanced. You know, it's like you could have so much on your plate, so many things going on that you don't even have time. It's like you don't have any ideas. You don't have time to think of anything new because you have so much playing out right now in life as far as like any ideas. Because like if it's upright, it's like birthing new ideas. Hopefully it's not if you guys are like, you know, you could be pregnant, or maybe you could dealing with somebody that's pregnant but not being pregnant. Like wanting a kid but like not right now kind of a vibe, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like you just have too much. So you're more in your masculine energy than feminine right now. You're trying not to be in your feelings. You're not in your emotions right now. You're more like actionary. You're the opposite. You're more probably in the emperor energy versus the empress. But remember, it's good to have a nice little balance. But you just might have a lot going on with this world here. You know what I'm saying? You could be thinking of traveling. You could be just dabbling and dibbling into so many different opportunities and things that are going on. You don't have time to create any new ideas. So it could be that. But make sure you're using your intuition. Hopefully you're not using your intuition. Make sure you're using your intuition during this time as well. All right. Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Leo, Six of Wands in reverse. So Leo, you may feel like some effort or action that you're taking, whether this is towards a person, place, or a thing, you're not receiving the rewards, recognition, or praise for it. This could be you as simply as overworking at work or increasing revenue at the job, and your bosses and supervisors ain't really noticing you, or they're not compensating you for that work. Or this is you putting work into yourself and whatever it is you're tapping into, and you're not seeing results fast enough, or you're not even acknowledging your small wins. You just want this big old goal win and be like, then I made it. You know what I mean? When you should celebrate the small wins too. This could also look like you may be doing things for friends or other people in the world, or family members, or whoever have you. You know what I'm saying? And they're not appreciating it. They're taking you for granted in a sense. So you got to remember, everybody's a reflection of us. So it's kind of forcing you to look at yourself, saying, where am I falling short? Am I walking in gratitude? Am I appreciating everything that's coming my way? Or do I feel like my life just it's not enough right now or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really dive deep when it comes to the gratitude. Make sure you have a gratitude journal. And it sucks, you know, sometimes at jobs, you know, a lot of people put their blood, sweat, and tears into the job, and they don't receive rewards and recognitions that they should, or the compensation. So it could be something as small as that too. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, Virgo, Three of Wands. Are we traveling? Virgo, you guys have this vision that you want to carry out. You want to see it play forward with the Three of Wands energy here. You could be creating something. It's like Three of Wands energy is someone that has a vision. They go after it. They go after it, and they don't stop. They don't give up. Like, you just, even if it's like a, you can't even like, it's not in reality yet, but you have this vision, or God gave you a vision, and you're going to foresee it, and you're going to take action on it. So this is you like, I'm not giving up. I know my ships are out there. They're waiting for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go forward and plunge forward. Okay, this could be about your creative adventures. And also too, as far as the travel, this could be you like just, you know, really out there traveling, like literally figuratively speaking, or no, realistically speaking. This could be you traveling and looking. You be careful when you're in the, like, pay attention to your surroundings too when you're out. Okay, Libra, sun, moon, rising. Okay, it's so shuffled, hard to shuffle on this mat. Libra, sun, moon, rising. One card pull. Ooh, you have, ooh, Jesus Christ. You have 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so Libra, you've been working really hard. You're just focused on being in your bag, focused on working on, or this could be even working on yourself, you know, studying something, learning something, trying to get a certificate in something, or just really focusing on like being at work, like working a lot. This could also be you working on something like your craft, or like I said, you're just studying something, like you're exploring something. It's like one thing has your attention right now. Like you're just in your bag. Either you're creating something or you're just working a lot. Don't overwork yourself, please. Make sure you just you're just really focused right now at this time. You're in a focus mode, or it's telling you to focus if you're the opposite. Always take what I say as the opposite if you're not in that energy. Because I always go with positive first, but you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Scorpio, ooh, you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. You are an ice queen, honey. Literally, like, very black and white, very cut and dry. You try not to be in your emotions right now at this time. It's like you don't want to feel, or you feel numb. It's like a lot of like red flags instead of green flags are playing out for you possibly here. It's like you could feel like you're in a cage, or you may not want to speak to anybody. You may not even want to say anything. You could be more so like more so in the vibe of you're not utilizing the intelligence portion of it. You know what I'm saying? You might not be saying things out of integrity when it comes to maybe standing up for yourself or dealing with your own self every day. This could be like, you got to be careful with the thoughts that you're feeding yourself. Like, to say that, you have to be positive about it and be like, I'm strong, I can get over this, I am of light, I am love, whatever. I feel like you're doing the opposite. Like, you feel like, oh, I'm done with this, or I'm cool off that, or da da da. Like, you're being more negative, the negative Nancy kind of a vibe with life right now. So be more positive, solution based with whatever it is that you're tapping into. Okay. I feel like you're just in your head about a lot of stuff. Like, you're really thinking about a lot of things. Like, you could be going deep in the trenches with thinking about a lot of stuff. Also, too, just a lot of thoughts. This could be old thoughts. Like, stay more in the present. Focus on the now. You can't really, or you could be too far into the future, getting lost in that. Focus on now. You know what I'm saying? On what you can do now. Like, whatever happened already happened. You gotta, like, move. We gotta go forward. We gotta move forward. You know, this could be a small situation or a big one. Be more solution based. And don't let, you know what I'm saying, like, get your power back. Take your power back. And hopefully you have someone that you can talk to about whatever's going on. Okay, Sag, sun, moon, or rising. Sag, you have 7 of Wands. Okay, 7 of Wands definitely is an energy of you're taking action. You're taking action. And you're looking good while you're doing it. You're really focused. This is you forging forward. You're fighting for something that you want. It could be something that you're creating. You're building something from the ground up. You're really putting all of your time and energy into that. You ain't worried about nothing else. 7 of Wands could also mean a card of travel too. You could be wanting to travel other places. You could be traveling in your chakra, astro travel, or you can literally be like physically traveling out there. Like a nomad. But I feel like you're fighting for something. You're fighting, you're putting, like, you just won't, you're not giving up. You're in this I'm not giving up kind of a vibe. Like, very anxious and just, you're not stopping. Like, you're on the go. Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising. Capricorn, Page of Wands. Look at that. So you may have some type of idea that's going to come through that you want to take action on. This looks like you just, like, you know, going towards your passions. You could be looking to people, places, and things for ideas. You may have gotten ideas sparked, or someone might give you an idea or something, because I feel like Capricorn, you're in your bag and you want to take action more. You don't like to be stagnant. You want to keep moving, especially when it comes to making your money and you know, building your foundation and getting your bread. I feel like, so lots of creative ideas can be coming towards you with this Page of Wands energy. So, you know, you're like, how can I put my magic with and mix it with this and make it something? So that's cool. A little magical energy there. Aquarius. Let's do Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let's see what we have for my Aquarius. And we have Moon in Aquarius right now, so let's see how you're feeling right now. Something wanted to come out, but it didn't. I didn't get to see it fast enough. Seven of Cups. So you have a lot of options, or you have a lot of opportunities that are coming your way with the Seven of Cups energy here. So there might be something... But this could be opportunity about money. This could be opportunity about love. This could be anything, but you have to be careful. You see this snake swiveling here. There's someone or something that is not good for you, okay? You have to really pay attention, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, when you're dealing with your emotions, which is the Seven of Cups energy, okay? You could also be wanting to, you know, shelter, like cover up how you feel about person, place, or thing. Like you're not sharing because we have Moon in Aquarius. So you got to really be you got to really think really deep, go deep within to make sure whatever it is that you're tapping into is going to be good for you. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Right out the gate. Pisces, you have the Wheel in reverse. So something may have not worked out in your favor, possibly. It's like you want to be done with something, or you want to end something, but something has not come full circle for you. It's not complete yet. With the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse, it's also card number 21, which equals 3. So it could be something towards maybe you're like, something with life, like the circle of life. You could be almost like in a certain cycle within life right now, okay? Something may not be going the way that you planned it, possibly here with the World card in reverse. You know, maybe it's something that you're almost close to finishing, but not yet. You can think of it like that. Or it could just literally mean maybe, like if you look at the colors here too, it could just mean maybe you're traveling in a different chakra as well, and maybe you're just kind of, you could be stuck in a certain chakra in life right now too, depending on which chakra it is. So that's it, guys. That's the end of the spread. I'm going to go ahead and go back, and please give me a little bit of time to do all the timestamps. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow when the moon moves into Pisces. I love all of you guys. Stay protected, and I'll see you on the next one.